Matt Jones getting his final preps as he gets ready to battle for the first title in Front Street Fights history that is sitting inside the cage right now. And we're going to take a look at our tail of the tape for the main event of the evening. It really comes down to experience versus the up-and-comer. Will the experience of Josh Tyler being trained at Jeremy Horn's camp in Salt Lake be good enough to overcome Matt Jones and that of the combat fitness training here in Boise? We are about to find out.
Here we go with our main event. This fight is the first ever title fight in Front Street Fights history. This fight is scheduled for 5-minute rounds in the Front Street Fights Featherweight division. Now let me introduce you now to our fighters. Fighting out of the red corner, standing 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 147.5 pounds, with a professional record of 7 wins against 4 defeats. He represents Jeremy Horn's elite performance from Salt Lake City, Utah. I give you Josh, the Appalachian Bearcat, Tyler. His opponent across the cage to my left, fighting out of the blue corner, standing 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at an even 144 pounds, with a professional record of 4 victories against just 1 defeat. He represents Combat Fitness in SBI, Idaho. He is from Boise, Idaho. I give you Matt, the Stripling Warrior, Jones. Our referee in charge of the action is Mr. Roulon de Roland. Fighter instructions, please.
Okay, we've already covered the rules. Obey my commands at all times. Let's fight hard, fight fair, touch gloves, and let's come out fighting.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our main event. And it is time for another Downtown Throwdown.
Here we go, Mitch. It is main event time. It is title fight time. I don't know about you, but I am very excited to watch history being made live right in front of us tonight.
Yeah, this is really big.
Not to mention the fact that the 2 fighters in the cage are pretty big themselves.
Oh,
early knockdown by Josh Tyler, wasting no time capitalizing. Big slam by Josh Tyler onto Matt Jones. Matt Jones seems to get his wherewithal right back into him.
Tyler's defending a triangle right now. He's got his left arm inside. He's a little exposed, but he's doing good keeping Matt's, there you go, keeping Matt's head right in the cage.
Good move by Josh Tyler.
But let's talk about that little flash knockdown. That was in the very beginning. That's where it got this position, got Matt Jones in this bad position right now.
Just 50 seconds into round number 1 of our main event title fight between Josh Tyler and Matt Jones. Josh, as Mitch mentioned with the early flash takedown, has knockdown. Knockdown, has Matt back up against the cage. But Matt really doing a good job at this point, withstanding that, kind of shaking off the cobwebs and getting right back into it.
Yeah, Matt's looking for what's called rubber guard right here, but it's just so hard because his head is pressed against the cage, which is taking away his hips. So Josh is doing a great job. There's an inside elbow, a little dirty elbow.
Another left elbow there by Josh Tyler, having little to no effect at this point to Matt Jones. Matt, he's got a really good defense right now.
Yeah, he's doing well with that, but Josh is just staying on him and has his hips engaged inside. So what's happening is Matt Jones can't escape his hips out and look for anything sneaky. And even if he did get something sneaky, his head is in the cage. Matt's looking for another triangle. If he can escape his left leg, he can potentially get a triangle. There it is. But a lot of people can't see.
Trying to get it in there.
Josh's hand is inside the triangle right there. So technically he can defend this triangle still.
Which that hand in the groin area of Matt Jones not allowing him to really fully lock in the pressure. As you see the left leg, as we saw in the co-main event, the left leg over the right leg, trying to secure that position and really lock it in, but unable to at this
And
point.
Josh is doing a good job leaning back, getting his neck strong. There you go. And then he's going right back inside, you know. He's keeping that head position good.
Little over 2.5 minutes into the round number 1 of our main event title fight. Again, if you're watching online, we encourage you to join the conversation on social media by using the hashtag Tyler vs. Jones.
Josh needs to actually take a little bit of initiative here and take advantage of where he's at. He's going to get stood up if he doesn't start getting active with some strikes.
And again, referee Rulon Day chosen to officiate our first ever title fight, doing a very good job making sure that both fighters staying active while on the ground, relatively in the same position for the better part of the last 2 minutes, giving him the warning to watch the leg and probably telling him he's going to get him back up here if this continues. But still good ground action going on right now.
Yeah, you know, it's pretty good. Matt's doing a good job of doing some wrist control and kind of, you know, making those big shots deflect. And it's, you know, there's a nice elbow.
Good right elbow there by Josh Tyler. Matt Jones doing a bad thing and giving up back position, but staying against the cage, not allowing Josh to get full back position at this point.
Matt Jones trying to wall walk and get back up. Josh Tyler is really, really heavy in this position. He's very confident in this close
Brings
quarters.
up a right knee to Matt Jones' shoulder there. Matt Jones doing a good job switching positions there, starting to take a little more control. Josh almost looking like he wants to try and get under the leg there, maybe to get another slam in. Final minute of round number 1 of our main event title fight. It is for the Featherweight Championship.
One thing Matt Jones is doing good is actually wrist control of Josh Tyler, making sure that Josh doesn't land a big left, and why he's in this engagement. So that's a good thing. But the good thing that Josh is doing is has head position, and the head position in that clinch is vital. And he's landing these inside shots, especially to a guy like Matt Jones that's very, you know, is very versatile on his feet. So he's going to try to pepper the legs in the beginning. Look for a choke. Look for
Matt
a
going
choke.
for the underhooks there, able to reverse position. He's got a choke locked in on Matt Jones. From my vantage point, it looks pretty deep. Rulon Day does not seem to be too concerned at this point, getting a closer look as we get to the final 10 seconds. Josh Tyler doing a great job, able to really kind of help alleviate the pressure. But again, Matt Jones has got it locked in tight. But we reach the end of round 1. Early scare there from Matt Jones, able to withstand a lot of pressure there and get a lot of good offense those last 20 seconds.
Yeah, I give that round 100% to Josh Tyler.
And here's that early knockout blow that we talked about right there. It was that came in with the left, got him with the right. The speed that Josh came in with, you kind of worried about it, followed by that hard slam right there. And again, for the better part of the rest of the first round, they remained in this area, in this position. Josh Tyler doing a really good job of using the cage to his advantage, really slowing down Matt Jones.
Yeah, you know, like I said, if I was scoring it, I'm going to score for that round to Josh Tyler. The negative thing that Josh is doing right now is he's sitting on his knees like this. I know a guy that fought a hard fight, did this, and when he stood up, he got lightheaded and then he got knocked out. So you never want to encourage fighters when their heart is pumping that fast to squat like that. So that's something actually dangerous that I've actually seen happen that backfired on a guy.
Jeremy Horn giving his final words of encouragement there to Josh Tyler. Jesse Brock, his final words of encouragement to Matt Jones. And Rulon Day signifies we are back underway. Round 2. Again, once we get up to the professional bouts, rounds go up to 5 minutes, but in a title fight, we add on 2 additional rounds. So if we need to, we will go 5 rounds, 5 minutes apiece.
So Josh Tyler is doing really good throwing heavy leather. Right now what you see, Matt, it looks like he's looking for like an anaconda or a darce or even a front chuck, just a normal guillotine. And if he grabs his bicep with this guillotine, it's called power guillotine. Okay, now it's out. Josh is getting the better of every exchange. Every exchange that starts standing, he always ends up on top. Now this is where it's an advantage to a grappler. You know, like Matt can actually set up stuff in triangles and arm bars here because he's in the center of the ring.
Good block there by Matt Jones as Josh Tyler comes in with a nether heavy right elbow.
He doesn't have to contend with getting his head crunched into a cage. So this is actually, if you're going to make a move and play for your hips about getting your hips out and getting an angle, this is actually the time to do it. This is where he needs to be active with his hips.
Matt Jones is going to have to figure out this quick because he keeps staying on his back in this position. Josh Tyler, again, trying to get the hooks in, trying to pull Matt Jones up for another slam.
Matt's doing a really good job with this wrist control from the closed guard.
Good right elbow there by Josh Tyler.
This is really good thing that he's doing and holding the head down, keeping the posture. See, he's throwing the leg
Going for the
over.
triangle. Josh Tyler coming in for a right hand there. Matt Jones doing a good job of ducking out of the way of that one.
Yeah, he needs to escape his hip to the left and attack an arm.
You can hear Scott Tomets giving cage instructions there to Matt Jones.
Jeremy Horn giving instructions. Now they're starting to migrate closer to the corner of Josh. Yeah.
So if they come over here, who are you going to instruct and who do I instruct?
No, I'm just going to call it.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think my instructions would be very... Whatever you're doing that's not working, don't do it. There. Hashtag you're welcome. Thank you.
Rulon might like to stand these guys up like he did earlier tonight. There's a nice
Good
elbow.
left elbow, though, by Josh Tyler. And you see that after about 30, 45 seconds, Josh Tyler is going to work towards that elbow if Matt Jones gives him the option.
Once Matt puts his feet here, there's no subs really for him to really get. So he needs to push away and stand up. See, those arm bars aren't going to work. So if he's going to put those feet in the hip, he needs to push away and get back up. But like I said before, he's doing a really good job being in the closed guard. He is looking for stuff. You know, I can definitely see that he's hunting for subs. However, you know, this is going to be another round like the first round, and he might lose this round on the scorecard.
Well, and as you mentioned, you know, to those watching who maybe not up to par on all things MMA, somebody as close to myself who would look at this be to in effect saying, wow, Josh Tyler is controlling this fight hands down. Mm-hmm. But you're pointing out the little subtleties that Matt Jones is doing to really make it more of an even fight with maybe just a slight edge to Josh Tyler.
I would totally agree with that.
You know, we've agreed an unusual amount of times tonight. This is good. This is healthy for us.
It's called rapport.
Rapport. Why do you
it can be earned or bought. And you bought.
Well, it only took 50 cents to buy you off, so I appreciate the low budget. As we come down to the final minute and a half of round two, our title fight main event between Josh Tyler and Matt Jones. This is, of course, Front Street Fights 8 Young Guns, presented by bodybuilding.com.
Josh is doing a really good job hanging on the head, being heavy with his forearm, with Matt, not letting Matt pop up. If Matt tries to pop up, look for a front choke from Josh. But see what Josh is doing is he's hooking the leg. He's hooking the leg so Matt Jones can't get his legs up underneath him, his knees up underneath him. Like now.
Good 2-3 hard elbow straight to the back, almost to the spine of Matt Jones.
Now
right
he's
there.
Back heavy on the head with his elbow. Matt's doing a good job with wrist control, so that's good. But
Josh Tyler going for back position again. Matt Jones doing a good job of not letting him quite fully get it.
You see Josh doing wrist control, which is always good. Matt's going to stand up. 40 seconds left in the round, so I don't know if he can do it.
Hard right knee there. Again, you see the hard right knee. Good leg kick, good knee kick to the back of Matt Jones's leg. And really, as we saw in round number one, as we're seeing again in round number two, Josh Tyler doing a very good job of keeping Matt Jones in check.
You're absolutely right. Matt Jones right now is getting nullified as far as, how crafty he is with his grappling. Look for an armbar, look for a choke.
Slips into a late position there. As we come into the final 10 seconds. Again, this
Inverted
is almost
rinse
lather, repeat. Josh Tyler throwing one heavy right bomb there at the end. That was literally almost a carbon copy of round number one.
Absolutely.
A lot of control by Josh Tyler in the beginning. A lot of defensive work being put forth by Matt Jones, and a last-second flurry of offense by Matt Jones as well.
Absolutely. That's not going to get it done. Josh, like we spoke before, Josh Tyler is doing a really good job just implementing his game plan. He's doing the same thing over and over. And, I'm interested to see what happens with, what Jesse Brock, his corner, Matt Jones's corner, ends up telling Matt. Says, what is he going to come out with? Is he going to do more leg kicks? I'm interested because his ground game is not working as far as finishing it. However, he's very crafty, and it only takes once to make a mistake. And Matt Jones will capitalize.
And you wonder what Jesse Brock is telling you. Again, we've said several times tonight, Combat Fitness, a very good wrestling gym. Right now, Matt Jones getting out-wrestled.
Yes, out-wrestled and outstruck. I think the only advantage is, on the ground as far as, where his jiu-jitsu seems to be a little bit better, but it's getting nullified. So, you know, let's see what he does. Let's see if he keeps him away with some distance and some kicks.
Here we go with round number 3. Again, 5 5-minute rounds for the Featherweight Championship. A good jumping knee, going for that spinning back fist. Definitely a more creative offense by Matt Jones in the early 15 seconds. But again, Josh Tyler doing what has been working for him and getting Matt Jones back on his back.
That was a really good knee that Matt Jones threw. That was great, perfect timing. It's just a shame for him that it wasn't just a little bit higher in the face, but, you know, caught his sternum, and that was a good one.
He came for that jumping knee there. Came close to connecting fully.
You'll see that. Yeah, you'll see that a lot. What will happen a lot is fighters get, there's a little bit of a lull here. Fighters will get in a little exchange, and then they'll just throw that knee out there sometimes. Matt jumped into it, but you'll see them throw kind of that knee because they're hoping off that exchange that their opponent will shoot in on them and they can catch a knee in the face.
1 minute gone by in round number 3. Again, just as a reminder, championship fights go 5 rounds, so we are not done after this round. We potentially have 2 more rounds to go. As again, Josh Tyler doing a little bit less of the wrestling, trying to find some more punches to get in there on Matt Jones. Probably thinking the first 2 rounds, trying to get the different holds, the different chokes that he was going for, probably aren't going to work on Matt.
Matt's got a good advantage here. Now we get to see what Josh has on his back. Is he going to elect to do like wrist control, or we'll see if he gets his hips out. And you know, his coach is Jeremy Horn, who's got an amazing jiu-jitsu, so I wouldn't say that, you know, necessarily he's in uncharted waters here.
And we've talked a lot about over the 6 broadcasts that we have done together. We talk a lot about the experience coming from the training camps, and a lot of it tends to go, I don't think we've ever had a really kind of a training camp matchup like this when you have Combat Fitness going against Jeremy Horn's Elite Performance. Of course, Jeremy Horn, his record speaks for itself. As he mentioned in the intermission, just 99-22 as to what's recorded. He's fought the likes of Shell Sona and Chuck Liddell. Then you look on the other side, you have Scott Tomech, Jesse Brock, Scott Jorgensen. A lot of experience on both sides going into this fight, and I think you're seeing 2 very well-crafted fighters right now.
Absolutely. I couldn't have put it better myself. You know, if we don't see a submission attempt here from the bottom, I would say, if I was Jeremy Horn, you know, in the corner here, I would say to Josh Tyler, put your feet in the hips, shove away, and do a technical stand-up and get back to your feet, because he's winning those exchanges because he throws heavy leather. Watch a triangle here. And
as you were mentioning, what can we see from Josh Tyler in the back? Well, this gives us a first chance to see what Matt Jones can do from the top advantage.
Yeah, and he's doing a great job. You know, he recognizes danger. He's got a good jiu-jitsu game. Watch for an armbar or a triangle.
Josh looking like he wanted that triangle you thought that he would be looking for at some point. Matt doing a great job of slipping right through it.
Matt's good because now he's got a half guard, and see how he's holding he was holding the leg of the half guard off the ground that he was controlling, and you know that's really good. Jeremy Horn's doing a great job instructing. I can hear his grappling. See, there you go again. See how he's lifting the leg? See, what that does is it really nullifies the hip. It's really hard for Josh to escape his hip out. It makes him a sitting target, and he can't scoot away, and he can't regain a full guard. So that's actually a really cool thing that Matt's doing, and he's doing it well. Look for a triangle. Anytime you go for this wrist control, he's gonna be looking for a triangle, but now you have a guard pass. And we're gonna see him. Josh Tyler did the right thing. Look for a knee to the body. Josh Tyler did the right thing. You know, he was able to get back up and kind of belly down. Now he's defending, doing wrist control, which is what you're supposed to do. And Matt's doing everything technically pretty well too.
Coming down to the final minute of round number 3. The featherweight title is on the line between Josh Tyler and Matt Jones. More on the break of how the title could come out.
Back to this same control that Josh was doing last round. See how Josh Tyler has the leg laced. Okay, that's so Matt can't wall walk. See, he's doing the same thing that Matt was just doing, but in a different position. And what he's looking to do is suck him back a little bit so Matt can't get both knees down. See? Okay, now his leg is out. We'll see if he goes to reap it again or there. See, he's trying for that again. He wants to keep him there. Matt's searching for a Kimura.
Coming down to the final 20 seconds of round number 3 here. Are we going to see a last second of offense from either one of these guys as we hit the final 10 seconds? Josh Tyler down to the knees. Matt Jones throwing a few right hands there. Trying to get some knocks in there, maybe sway some things in his favor as we come to the end of round number 3. You want to think a little bit more of an even round than we've seen so far.
Yeah, you know, you could make it, it's almost a 50-50 as far as like who had control the longest, you know. At the very beginning, Josh won the exchange again, in my opinion. Then for most of that middle part of the round, you know, Matt Jones was on top doing a little ground and pound, kind of, you know, took a page out of Josh's handbook. And then at the end of the round, back to Josh's game.
You can see the knee and the spinning back fist, and Matt Jones came very close to connecting.
Yep.
And you got to wonder what kind of damage that would have inflicted.
Right. But once again, what happened? What happened with that you just saw? Matt did really well, but he got taken down. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to standing, Josh is doing a much better job of keying in on the intricate detail that Matt's trying to throw. So, you know, if I was Jeremy Horn, I would say keep doing more of the same, but try to keep it standing a little bit longer. And if I was Matt Jones's corner, I'd say use your kicks. Use your kicks.
All right, you got 2 more rounds to figure out who is going to take home potentially the featherweight title. As we mentioned, we were going to get it on the break. Due to Josh Tyler, oh, there's that kick you came with. Matt finally getting some of that karate, going for it again. Josh Tyler ducking in, that is. I'm not sure what that word I just said is. Oh, spinning back right kick. Catches Josh Tyler on the chin, drops him down, but again, coming out the back door.
Look for a triangle. Look for an inverted triangle right now. It's going to be really hard to lock, but if he was going to finish this inverted triangle, let's see what he's got here. No, he doesn't have it. He doesn't have an arm inside.
And for the first time, we are seeing Matt Jones, well, until I say, has a lot of control off the bat.
There's blood now out of Josh Tyler's
and that's
head.
coming from, I believe that is coming from that spinning back right kick.
That is a huge gash. That is opened wide. His eyebrow is hanging open.
That is a lot of leakage, of course. Dr. Carlson will take a look at that, and should he see fit to make sure that's stitched up, he will make that call. Of course, not wanting a fighter to sustain any massive injury, and I believe at this point, he is going to let it go at this point. Minute 15 into this first round. Josh Tyler leaking a lot of oil, and it takes just 1 second, one hit, one kick to change the whole tone of this match. And now really, even though Josh Tyler is on top, he really has to play smart and a little bit more defense now, sustaining that kind of damage.
Yeah, I think if we just take a step back and, you know, we're watching this unfold, you know, but if really what happened, a little bit of an exchange, a lot of blood, but this is the same old thing that we've been seeing is, you know, Josh is nullifying the ground game, you know, and so if I'm a judge, you know, yeah, that is a huge impact in my mind. However, if it stays like this the whole round,
once again, Josh Tyler's back on it.
You
saw the flash of offense, which we've been used to seeing the first 3 rounds at the end of the round, courtesy of Matt Jones. But this point comes with some early offense and gets a nice flip to get back on top and a more controlled position on top of Josh Tyler.
That was a traditional hook sweep. Okay, now you're watching Matt. He's probably going to key in on that eyebrow.
He's got to be looking at that red eyebrow, that right eyebrow. The blood coming out of it has got to be a target, got to be a bullseye for Matt Jones to circle in on.
He's also got a far arm bar. If he does a spin around arm bar or he's looking for an Americana.
Josh Tyler doing a good job flipping around, trying to get out of it. He does, almost gets back position.
Watch a triangle. See how much they're sliding. This is part of having a vinyl ring, which almost every single organization uses. But also, this is also a byproduct of getting into the later rounds and doing grappling. Your grappling starts to not be as effective. Your control on top and on bottom. So on both guys, it's a lot harder, and you use a lot more energy when you're sliding like this.
Just 2 minutes left in round number 4 between Matt Jones and Josh Tyler for the Featherweight Championship, the first title to be awarded in Front Street Fights history. Again, providing that Matt Jones wins tonight due to Josh Tyler coming in overweight.
There's a kickoff and a wall walk, and that's what I've been saying the whole time. Now, if it goes back to the closed guard, one of the better things about being sweaty is you can get more triangles that way. That's one of the only few advantages, but your arm bars decrease a lot.
minute and a half left, that is, in round number 4. The main event of Front Street Fights 8 Young Guns, presented by bodybuilding.com. Matt Jones looking for back position, but Josh Tyler, again, doing a good job of spreading his body, giving more ground for Matt Jones to cover, and really pushing Matt into the cage, not allowing him to gain that control he's looking for.
You're absolutely right. Him driving forward is what's keeping him safe.
See, I listen to you occasionally.
Yeah.
We're down to the final minute of round number 4. Again, kind of a reverse of what we've seen the first 3 rounds. A lot of offense from both men, especially Matt Jones to start the round, has since slowed down again against the cage. An elbow by Josh Tyler there, but Matt Jones able to push him away and regain the top control with 36 seconds left in round number 1. Josh Tyler leaking out of the right eyelid there, looking like he wants to try to get into a triangle hold of some sort. Matt Jones is leaking a little bit now as well, too. It appears from his nose. So both men sustaining heavy damage in this round as we come up to the final 15 seconds.
These guys are fighting hard. You know, this is a really even round. You know, I think just a slight edge maybe to Josh Tyler potentially. You know, this is could be kind of anybody's game, but look for the triangle right here.
Again, going forward as we come down to the final couple seconds. Both men doing a great job of rolling through. I'm going to counter your counter. You're going to counter this. I'll counter you with this. And again, as we mentioned, both gentlemen sustaining heavy damage. And as you saw there, Josh Tyler almost crawling back to his corner at this point.
Yeah. This is where I would encourage him to
sit on the stool.
Yes.
And as you see, the spinning back right kick there was actually to his gut. So I don't know what shot it was that cut Josh Tyler over his right eyelid there. But whatever he did, again, a lot of damage. And it looked as it appeared so late in the round. No. As you can see there, the damage inflicted by both men in this round, both leaking by the end of it. It appears Matt just a little bit out of the nose, not quite sure there. But again, the cage clearers having a little more to do between round number 4 and our final round of the night.
Absolutely. Matt Jones is pumping himself up.
Here comes the energy, getting the crowd into it. He has got 5 minutes left. He has got 5 minutes left to try to claim the featherweight title, the featherweight championship of Front Street Fights, and we are underway in 5 minutes or less. We will have a victor, and we will potentially have our first champion in history. Good outside leg kick there by Josh Tyler.
It got checked, though. It got checked.
Did get checked.
Yeah.
And what is different, you've got to wonder, that last second pump up of the crowd, I bet you the energy and adrenaline thrown through Matt Jones right now is something that we haven't seen this entire fight. He knows what's on the line for him right now. History is on the line.
Yeah, you know, I think if you're, you know, I think the corner's pretty educated, and, you know, it's anybody's game right now, and, you know, I kind of think this slight edge goes to Josh. However, you know, stranger things have happened, and, you know, we see how decisions go, obviously, tonight.
Without a doubt.
And so, you know, if I was his corner, I would say, hey, you know, you need to get off your back, and you need to start making stuff happen, because those kicks were really working for him, and those set up some greater things. So right here,
Matt Jones, even though on his back, seems to have a lot more control from the back than we've seen in the first 4 rounds.
Oh, yeah, and that's what I've been saying all night. He's very comfortable, and he's doing the right things. You know, it's just, but, you know, I say this all the time with my guys. You have to give the other guy credit, too. You know, Matt Jones is doing great stuff. You know, he's doing things right. But also, you know, Josh Tyler's doing things right, too.
And you saw right there, took a step back to let Matt Jones open himself up to see what he would able to capitalize, which really is none the different before he stood up.
Yeah.
Good knee kick to the backside there by Josh Tyler to Matt Jones.
Looks like a triangle's locked in.
Can't tell from this position. He's got it with the legs, Josh Tyler. Great move by Josh Tyler as we approach the final 3 minutes of the night.
Josh Tyler has an uncanny ability to kind of sense danger of where he needs to, when he needs to move in bad spots and when he needs to kind of camp out.
And there's no doubt, you can't deny that definitely comes from training under like a fighter like Jeremy Horton.
Absolutely.
Josh, I'm going to get those two confused, man. Josh trying to go in for some sort of side choke. It appears kind of hard to tell from our angle. Again, going for back position, but as we've seen, Matt Jones, I knew I was going to do that at some point. Matt Jones not giving a full back control.
Watch a leg lock here. Watch a leg lock. Okay, now. Matt Jones's corner is yelling at him, encouraging him to get up because obviously they sense the urgency.
They know what's going on in
Absolutely.
this one. As you can see, there's a cut on the outside, left outside of Matt Jones's nose there.
You know what's really good if he wins or loses? What's really good is Matt Jones is getting tested right now, and this is making Matt Jones a lot better.
Absolutely. The caliber of fighter that Matt Jones, this is undoubtedly the hardest fight that Matt Jones has had in his career.
Yes.
Put the fact aside that the title is on the line tonight. Nonetheless, Matt Jones getting the biggest test of his career, and as you mentioned, will come out a better fight regardless, win or lose, and we will know that decision coming up here in a minute and a half, if not sooner.
Yeah, to go 5 rounds is invaluable, especially a scrap like this. This is great. You know, this is actually, you know, like I said, I don't know what's going to happen, but if you look back on this is what's going to make him a better fighter than getting fast wins. Look for the choke. Look for the choke.
Good roll through there. Josh
defended well.
Matt Jones having his best look to get in the chokehold there.
Jesse Brock, Matt Jones's corner, is telling him to let go, push him away, and stand up.
One minute left in round number 5 to decide the featherweight championship of Front Street Fights. Will Matt Jones be able to lock something in? He has got to let all he has in the tank out right now. Definitely has Josh Tyler on his back. Matt Jones with a flurry of right fist as we approach 40 seconds left. Josh Tyler able to slow down Matt Jones, but Matt Jones has got to do something in this final 35 seconds. Some fist flying there from Josh Tyler. We are coming up to 25 seconds left. Another hard right hand there by Matt Jones. We have got 20 seconds left. Matt Jones trying to back out to get those fists flying.
What a fight.
He's doing everything he can, leaving it all on the line. We are down to the final 10 seconds. Is it gonna be enough? Josh Tyler pushing Matt Jones away again. Matt Jones trying to lock in one last late triangle hold, but it is not to be. This one is going to go to the judges' scorecard. Our first champion is in the hands of 3 individuals sitting cage side, and you gotta wonder, how is this one going to go?
Are you asking my opinion?
I was kind of leaving it open-ended for an open-ended question for you to take if you wanted to or not.
Well, I think from my experience, I think a slight edge goes to Josh Tyler. I think he controlled the tempo of the fight. You know, he had a lot more ground and pound. He spent a lot more times in better positions. I think Matt Jones did really well on his back. He had some great kicks. You know, it's very hard. But I think, like I said, the slight edge to Josh Tyler. But Matt Jones fought his heart out. And Matt Jones is going to come away great improved fighter. So, you know, I'm really looking forward to this. But it's still anybody's fight.
It is anybody's fight. As you mentioned, as we're watching some of the ground and pound replays here. And again, there you saw the final 30 seconds there. A lot of last-second offense by Matt Jones, but was it enough? You did see, as the fight went on, Matt definitely progressed in being able to put forth more of the offense that he wanted.
Absolutely. I think you could tell by But Jeremy Horn and their body language is they sense that they have the win. So this is going to be interesting. And once again, this is taking a long time to get the judges' scores in, which is always a good or bad sign depending on what side of the coin you're flipping.
And either way, I got to tell you, Mitch, and we'll get to this in the recap here in just a bit, we were treated to a great night of fights, but to me, a very spectacular main event. Was it as flashy as some of the fights we saw the rest of the night? Hands down, no. But was it a very good technical match? And did you see a fighter develop in 5 rounds? Yes, and you saw that in Matt Jones against a very experienced, very well-trained Josh Tyler.
Absolutely. Whatever happens, I would love to see a rematch, whatever happens.
Oh, no doubt about it. Absolutely 100%. You want to see that rematch. You want to see Josh Tyler come in on weight where both men have a chance to win the belt.
That was a high caliber fight, you know. It was really good for the fans to see that, and it was, like I said, it was really good for both of them to go 5 rounds and just gut it out. And that was not a boring fight.
And the judge's decision is officially in the hands of Britt Talbert, doing some final adjustments here as we get ready to announce this winner. It's going to be a tough one either way, win or lose for either fighter. Both gave it a lot. Josh, with a lot of that experience, making Matt work for it. And as I alluded to a minute ago, you saw Matt develop in those 5 rounds and really start figuring out, hey, when I'm at a disadvantage, this is what I got to do.
And this goes back to my opening monologue, you know. Will this organization be a feeder organization for bigger ones? And I say absolutely. Fights like this are what make fighters.
All right, well, the scorecard is in the cage. We are going to go inside to Britt Talbert. We are going to find out if we have our first champion.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we go to our judges' scorecards, both these gentlemen right here emptied the tanks. How about a nice round of applause? 5 5-minute rounds. We will go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Steve French had it 48-47. Judge Howard Hazelbaker had it 49-46. Judge Randy Anderson had it 49-46. A unanimous decision. Fighting out of the red corner, Josh, the Appalachian Bearcat Tyler.
There you have it.
Josh, I have a few words with you here. You come up from Utah, obviously you got great coaching and the legend of Jeremy Horn. You take on a young buck here, you're coming up into his neck of the woods. How did the fight go for you? Obviously you won, but was it what you expected?
Oh man, you know, he came out, put on a heck of a fight. You know, hats off to him. I came in a little overweight and he stepped up and took the fight anyway, which shows true professionalism. Very, very talented guy. He brought it. You know, I was really expecting a little bit more of a cakewalk, being a little bit older, a little bit stronger. I thought I was going to steamroll this guy, and he really put up a hell of a fight, and hats off to him. Super impressed. He's got a great, bright future ahead of him.
How did the Front Street fights treat you as your first time up here?
Oh, man, wonderful. Great arena, great venue. The staff was amazing. You guys, you fans are freaking awesome. You know, even though I wasn't the hometown guy, still very well received. Heard a lot of nice things from everybody, and that means a lot coming into hostile territory. I know you guys were hoping for your boy to win, and, you know, didn't go his way tonight, but like I said, he's young and he's got a lot ahead of him.
What is next for you, Josh? What's up on the deck?
You know, I kind of take it one fight at a time. Don't have anything lined up. I'm just going to get back training, fixing, you know, some holes. There's obviously things to improve and get better at. You know, considering possibly going up in a weight class. 45 is getting harder and harder to make, so might be the time to bump up to 55. But, you know, as of now, I'm going to go home and spend some time with my wife and family, probably have a few beers tonight. Got some friends out here visiting, and anybody else wants to join, love to see you, so.
And we got the swag back here from our friends at bodybuilding.com for your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Josh Tyler. Thanks to Jeremy Horn for bringing him up.